What's up, party people, and welcome back to another episode of Dance Specific Talks. I'm T-zer.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing fantastic. I am Coach Sebastian, and I hope all of you guys
Boom,
are having
boom,
an
boom.
amazing day wherever you are in the world. T-zer, you look like life has a bit more color. What's happening? Where have you been? Where have you been?
So I actually think I've had one of the best trips of my life.
Oh wow,
And I'm putting the bar high here.
you've been
But
around.
and this was like, so first of all, I'd never been to Ibiza. And for me, the view of Ibiza when you grew up is like a party island, right?
Yeah.
But then throughout the years, I've met more and more people that have spoken about the other side of Ibiza,
Shout out to
the
Kuda.
hippie side. Kuda, amongst Hannah, among other friends of mine that have been there, and like there's a huge like hippie community in Ibiza, and apparently like it's one of the most magnetic places on earth. And
Whatever
that's
that
really
means.
cool. Like
Whatever that means.
whatever that means. I guess it's like when you have two magnetic fields that are crossing like latitude, longitude, are crossing paths there, that there's a certain energy.
Okay.
And I guess some people source that energy to party, which the party side of Ibiza comes through. And the other side is like it's mesmerizing. The type of nature that is there, the
It's
type
awesome.
of hikes. I don't know, have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Ibiza. Yeah, it's
Amazing.
Yeah, did you ever make it to Formentera forever, by the way?
I don't know any of the names, but I've
No,
been to
okay,
a
so
lot of places.
Formentera is the neighbor island.
Oh no, I heard
Okay.
about it though.
Wow. It is
It's
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paradise.
It was
And I
it
live
was
on
lit.
islands, but that is crazy.
A review from an island boy.
Yeah.
Is that is a good island.
Oh my days.
It was like to have these. I have never considered myself a hiker. Like, I don't know. Like, we just walked. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, you brought backpacks so that you can camp outside. No, we just took the car, we downloaded a hike map,
Yeah.
and you got a little bit information on what you're gonna see, and maybe it said like approximately time 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can tell you, it took us 3 hours to complete the hikes, most of the times, because we stopped constantly and just like, wow, more breathtaking views. And then we were like,
Yeah.
what's the smell? And we looked around, there's like wild rosemary bushes everywhere. We had dragonfly swarms over us. We had
Incredible.
butterflies. It was just like, it was such a beautiful time to come there in spring when it's off season. We were alone. We never really like, we went to beaches, nobody was there. We went to a lot of the hikes, we didn't meet anyone. And what was also cool is when you're in off season, you get to, when you go to the few restaurants that are actually still open, you are hanging with locals. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of travels that I love. You want to have the ones like I had some grandmother, you know, making the Spanish omelet, and she just saw Chloe, my daughter, and she just took her off me. You know, she just put her on her hip, talking about what I'm gonna order. That's the kind of like, you know,
Experience.
that's the
Yeah.
kind of experience that you want. Um, it was amazing. We went only girls. My little
How
daughter
many? How
that
many?
is turning 2 years, yeah, she's turning 2 years old next week, and then I went with three female friends.
Nice.
And it's also one of the first few times I didn't travel for dancing. Because I've
Oh.
been to a few girls' trip, but it's always been to a festival.
Yeah.
And this was something completely different.
I'm
Like
glad.
we were cooking at dinners at home, having like looking at the stars, you know, having great conversations. And it was just really, really nice. It was
That's
really, really
awesome.
nice.
That's so
Yeah.
nice. I'm glad for you. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's
So I will
awesome.
definitely post a little video. I did like just a small little freestyle on one of the beaches, and
Did you do any stories? I thought about it. I'm like, I haven't seen
no,
anything from you.
I didn't want to be on my phone at all. We were
Nice.
outdoors the whole day. So I had like Chloe on my back for 3 hours hiking, and then we went to do swimming and stuff. But because we were so in it, by the time it was evening, I looked at my phone at like midnight
Yeah.
and just checked like did I have any messages, and then I went to bed. So
Nice.
I'm gonna post some more now, but it's just been too good to not be in the moment.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's so nice to hear. That's amazing. Where,
Yeah.
how long were you there?
6 days,
6 days.
and we had a car, super easy to rent a car, and like we went to a lot of different sides of the island. So it was like we could be on like the east coast, and then like, oh, we want to catch the sunset, so we just drove, ordered some pizzas, got on the beach, and just like checked the sunset out while people were just chilling, because it's obviously not that warm, crazy warm, but still
Mm,
people are outdoors, and I love that. I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, shout out to Spain. They like being outdoors. So no matter where you are in Spain, even if you're in Barcelona during winter, they just force you to sit outside so one person can like smoke a cigarette. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
love
glad.
that.
I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very, very glad to hear that.
Another thing I noticed that was also crazy was that, do you know Primal Movements?
Yeah.
Primal Movements, the
Yeah.
brand,
Yeah, of course.
they seem to have a huge community of that going on there.
Oh,
There was, we went to,
I think he is from Spain actually. The founder of Primal Moment he might actually
could
be from
be
there.
because
Yeah.
there was a lot of teacher trainers coming there to do teacher trainings on Ibiza
Okay.
in this location
Nice.
we were at. And I'm telling you, off season, there was at least 50 people in that class.
Damn.
Damn. Like, and it was like 30 euros for a class. And we were like, damn, like, it's okay. Like, this is something else.
Wow.
So that was also an interesting experience to see, like, oh, this has really hit here.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's interesting how very niched movements or dance styles hit very hard in like one location, right? It's like when you
Yeah.
travel to some places, you go to, I don't know, Sweden, and it's like, oh wow, here is a huge bachata community, but no salsa. Like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Interesting.
lots of locking in one place, but no popping. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Oh, that's how it was though with popping and locking for a long time. There was so many poppers,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it was like concentrated few lockers, and like Gothenburg had locking.
Shout out to Elnas.
Yeah. Holding
Elnas,
it
Elnas,
down.
Elnas Pelnas held that for a while. Nice,
Definitely.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what you been up to, man?
I've guess what? I moved again.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Again.
yeah. Now I'm in the
Okay,
capital.
great.
Now I'm in the capital. So again, I'm from the Cape Verde Islands where I live right now, and Cape Verde has 10 different islands. I'm from the northern parts, from an island called São Vicente, and now we flew all the way down to the capital. And the capital
Which name
island,
is?
Santiago, is the name of the island, and the city I live in is called Praia. And that's also the capital of the country. So that's where I live right now. Been here for about a week, and we are prepping for tour. So I come down to Santiago just to be able to be more focused. They have a little bit better, bigger dance scene down here, so I can actually practice with people. I want to take more classes while I'm here and just
What kind of
focus.
classes?
Funaná, actually. I want to take Funaná. Funaná is the native, is the native? Is that how you say it? Traditional. Is a traditional dance of Cape Verde. So
Mm.
throughout enslavement, or throughout colonization and enslavement, there were two things that were banned, and it was one which is called batuku, which is
You hit your chest, you make like sounds with your
and
body.
yeah, exactly. So it's not necessarily hit your chest, but it's a drum, but that's the rhythm. The rhythm that is the rhythm. And it's women that are sitting in a half circle, shape of a moon, and then they all do this rhythm that are just drummed, and then one goes in and dance and just transcends to a different universe. That was banned, and Funaná. Funaná is the music of the revolution, which is a couple dance and a solo dance, and the rhythm is what is it?
can't hear much of this,
Ah,
but
ta
yes,
ta
okay.
ta 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 tikita tikita
Oh,
tikita 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 ta 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 ta. That's the rhythm of Funaná. So that's what I want to do. Yes, I'm super
it's
excited because
upbeat.
hey.
It's upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Oh.
Super fun. It's essentially, I like to say that it's our version of merengue. And
Mm.
so I'm really excited about learning that. One, because of the cultural significance and to carry on tradition. And because when we are on tour now, I feel it's my duty to dance a little, to share a little funana with the people on the road. So I'm excited about that. More than that, what have happened? What have happened? What else? Back practicing, because when touching on Praia, I start practicing straight away. So practicing dancing. So I have this very complex relationship with, it's not complex, it's just not normal, perhaps. Like I don't practice. Like I don't practice, basically, never, ever, unless it's on stage, right? That's basically how I have developed my entire dance, just social dancing, clubbing, and on stage.
Mm.
But now when we are going on tour, and it's basically like these last 2 years, as soon as I have a show, I just feel like, okay, now I get like eager to start to dance one more time. So I'm really excited about going back to practice. So as soon as I touch down in Praia, I start practice straight away. And it's really interesting, the journey of starting a dance engine that's been off for a couple of months. And for me, it's because I'm a club dancer. Like I like to party, right? Like I'm not a battle dancer. I'm not necessarily a big competition dancer. I just like to party and like to party dance and club dance and social dance. So first thing, touchdown Friday, Saturday, hit the clubs straight away. Hit the clubs straight
Love
away.
it.
Yeah. No drinking.
Yeah.
Didn't. Not that I'm against drinking, but like I didn't drink anything. It was a sunset party. Started at 6, ended at, I was in bed at 12, and just like non-stop dancing, just vibing
Love
out.
it.
Woke up early, hit the studio, and danced a little bit, just practicing a few pops, a few body isolation. The day after, just literally sat in the dance studio and looked at YouTube videos for like an hour, and that was practice. And yeah, sometimes you know, when you don't have a lot of dancers around you, you got to find your way to get like input, right?
Mm.
So I just run over like old videos that inspired me in the past and new dancers, not even new dancers, like maybe new videos, and then just like, oh yeah, this is what. So I got to start with like a mental image kind of what I want to do, and getting mentally prepared for going on this world tour that we're setting up.
Okay, well, talk to me a little bit more about the world tour then.
Yeah, so we hit, of course, Cape Verde, so Africa. Then we go to Europe. We hit, starting in Manchester, then London, then we go to Sweden, then Spain, two locations in Spain. And this is all either we're booked for festivals or we're having our own meetups. Doing Spain, then back to Sweden, hitting Amsterdam, one of the Amsterdam, Rotterdam, dates with you guys. Whenever we decide to do that, then I go back to Cape Verde, so back to Africa, then back to Europe, doing where we going? Germany, Portugal, Poland, a couple of other places. Then we're going to the America. Going to Houston, I believe it is. Gonna try to, yeah,
Beyonce Town,
you know what I
Houston.
mean? You know,
Oh my
never
God.
been to Houston, been to Austin, but never been to Houston. They say that things are bigger over there, so it's gonna be fascinating. Then we go. I would love to go to Florida. While we are there, we're in contact with some dancers and organizers who are there. Then we go back to
Which time are we talking now? The States? Is this
September, right? Yeah, September.
oof.
Yeah,
There you know that there's the Miami has their biggest like dance festival end of August,
I didn't know.
beginning of September.
Oh, do
Yep.
they? I had no idea.
Yeah, so Lucas that I released the interview with
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
he's the organizer, one of the
I actually
organizers.
sent him a message. I'm gonna try to connect with him.
Yeah,
I would
do
love
that.
to.
But
Yeah.
he's definitely open to connect, and yeah, it's nice because their American market is picking up on kizomba now, but it's
Nice.
huge in Brazilian zouk and salsa
Brazilian soup,
bachata.
really? Oh
So
yeah.
yeah.
I know bachata. I know bachata. And
But
then,
Miami and Florida is very special because of all the Cubans that are
yeah,
coming
of
there and
course,
like, yeah, yeah,
of course, of course.
cool.
Yeah, so that's that. That's basically it. We've been in contact with some people in China, India rather. So trying to swing by India would be amazing. Never been there, and
Wait,
then
there's no swing by. You're in the States and you want to swing by India? That's
yeah, like
another continent,
we'll,
bro.
we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's
Oh,
basically the tour so far. That's basically the tour so far. So I'm excited about it.
whoa.
And we also, while we're doing this, it's not only me that going on tour, but because even like Poland, for example, it's not me that is going, but it's the company. So we're setting up now where we're working with more, let's call it ambassadors, people that I don't really like the word ambassadors, but I guess that's what it is. We call them dance champs, which is essentially just dancers that are championing health. So if you're a
Mm,
dancer and you are not necessarily super into like all the drinking, staying up super mega late and gaining a lot of weight, which is very normal when you start doing bachata and just joining the festival lifestyle and you just damage your body and toxicity, hookup culture, all of that, and you don't want to be part of it, or maybe you want to be part of that also, but you also have a brain that you want to like, yo, I'm actually interested in being part of this for a longer time, and I want to join a community of like-minded individuals that share very similar values. So we are now opening up for that. Again, ambassadors, if you want to call it like that. And then as we are just progressing into this and getting more and more people on board, we are also opening up for the dance-specific trainer certification that's going to happen after summer, so after the tour. So it's just a lot of work, a lot of fun things, and yeah, that's
mm,
basically where we are right now. So
amazing.
we are expanding the team. We have more team members now, and just a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun.
I love that. I
Yeah.
mean, I know that you don't feel the maybe the shift of the weather, but this is the start of if you want to call it the spiritual year, you know? Right now you have just had the spring equinox and in the spiritual realm the year starts now.
Okay.
And it doesn't start in January, it starts now. And so I always think that this period of the year is like so exciting. Like you
Nice.
just feel like the bubbling, the energy,
Yeah.
the plans. You just want to kind of be creative and dare to take risks. In the end of the year, you're not taking a lot of risks. You're this is the moment, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So so yeah, I'm Shannon, like I'm really feeling that energy and in you and in myself. And um, I just had a phone call with my dear friend Anosh, and we talked about like how it's so important to realize that you don't have a lot of time to doubt. Now is the time to do things, and I think that we have been wasting a lot of time. Maybe you feel like you've been working on this like heavily, but I think that I can speak for like a lot of dancers. We waste a lot of time on trying to figure out if we're good enough
Yeah.
to get some kind of validation from whatever that is, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times you share ideas way too quickly with people who are very critical.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to go for the idea without consulting too much.
Yeah.
Because if you start consulting too much, you're gonna have people that show care for you in the way where they're gonna try to break everything down
It's very
and look at
clumsy.
every stone. And if you don't have a great answer on how you're going to manage that obstacle, then you're gonna feel an energy of like, oh, I don't think that that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I would like challenge people right now to, if you have ideas, don't ventilate them too much and to too many people
Yeah.
before you actually have a date, before you actually have something in motion. Because it's easier to say to people, yo, I'm launching this program. I'm launching this dance specific training licensing. And not saying, oh, I have this idea that I want to do it. What do you think about it? No, like I'm launching this thing. It's gonna happen then. And I'm just so excited to tell you about it. That's another energy. It doesn't invite self-reflect, like self-criticism in the same way. And that's really good to not get you started and
Yeah.
not to have too many stops along the way. And if you have friends that are in that same position, you can also challenge them. I did that the other day. I have a friend who wants to start an event, and I said, if you send the
Nice.
first email today about collaborating with this venue, I'll give you a gift. And she wants to do,
Like a
um,
dog training.
yeah, yeah. And it was just she's been dwelling on just sending that first email for weeks, and I'm like, we're done. We're done. Now let's just go for it. Let's just, let's make it happen. And she wants to do like a cooking event. And after I saw that she sent the first email, I gave her a cutting board.
A
And I was
cutting
like, cool.
board.
Yeah, chopping board.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
yeah. And just be like, let's go.
Yeah.
And I know that um, a lot of women believe that I have a very strong masculine side when it comes to just this kind of go mentality. But I'm challenging you to like imagine that everything you're thinking about is possible, but you need to do it. You just need to take it, the leap of faith, and do it
Yeah.
because nobody allowed Sebastian to meet the president. Nobody said it's okay for him to think that he can add a new training license. He's doing it because he's believing in it.
Yeah, and
That's the
even
recipe.
that's
Yeah.
it. And then a lot of times I don't believe in it. I do it myself. I do it anyway. Like it's not that I don't believe in it, but I have doubts also. And then it's like
Yeah.
when you share with people and it's just people are just critical. It's like, okay, but like even now with like ambassadors, we're like, okay, cool, but like let's open up. Why? Because people are asking to
Yeah.
join the team. It's like it's not that I am putting it out there. It's like no, people want to join. Okay, I'm not ready
Yeah.
to do the certification for trainers right now, but I can do it after summer. But let's just open
Yeah.
up for ambassadors. It's like, oh, okay, but how, what are we gonna give them? It's like we're not. They're gonna be part of the thing. They're like, well, what's the thing? It's like we are the thing. Like they are asking. Let's just open it up. Okay, but what like? Why are they gonna be incentivized to stay? It's like, but that's future problem. We don't need to come up with that right now. Like the fuck. Like
Mm.
how are we gonna make money? Like don't worry about that. Like that is future problems that they are
Mm.
that's future Sebastian problem. I don't need to deal with that shit. Like right
Mm.
now, I just need to take the first right step, and the right step is to open up because people are asking for it, and then we're opening it up, and it's that simple.
Yeah.
It's that
That's also
simple.
something I learned the last week. You are in your own way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. And that
Like,
voice, you
I
just
have
shut that voice down.
massively been in my own way. I mean, I'm launching this retreat in September 13th to 14th of September. And
Nice.
I've been so scared of posting about it because I have literally been like, but what if people want to come? And like, then,
Then
like,
I have
am
to
I
do it.
ready for all the
Yeah.
questions? No, no, not the doing part of it. That's fine. That's fine. Like, I believe so much in it. It's going to be amazing time. I have wanted to go to a retreat like this myself, and now I get to create it. Like, what a blessing. However, it's am I ready to meet all the questions that might come about the retreat? Have I put up everything in order? Like there's so many things that I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not sure I'm ready yet to say that everything is in right order. So I am like kind of like I want to launch it, but then I also want it to be perfect. And there you go, and you're standing in your own way. And maybe people are ready to be like, I want in, I want to invest in you, I want to, invest in this time, self-investment for myself. And you're in that way.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that loudly to also say to myself, people want to 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 join whatever you're doing. If you have a great energy and it comes from a place of love and belief, they want to join, and you're the only one who's
Yeah.
blocking that.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. And just like you're saying, it's like primal movement. It's huge in Ibiza. It's like, oh, cool. I think dance specific training should be big in like, I don't know, Romania or like France or Spain or America. Why the fuck not? Like I think it's awesome.
Mm.
Like why it works. Like I know it works. I've been doing it for 10 years now. I know it works. I don't need
Yeah.
anybody to confirm it. Like if you don't want to join, don't worry about it. There's other people that want
Mm.
to. Go do your thing. Go
Yeah.
fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what we are prepping for. So there's a lot of fun things happening. And shout out to you guys listening. Big shout out to our student Laura from Sweden. who is based in Sweden. She told me that she's listening to Dance Pacific Talks basically every morning. She's like, I feel like you're my friend now. I listen to you every morning. I'm like, it's amazing. Yeah, shout out to
Oh,
her.
shout out to
Yeah,
Laura. I
yeah.
love that. I love that. Like, yeah, I mean, I just really hope that we can get even more inputs about, what people want to hear about, because we can talk and we we
Yeah.
just we have so much to share, and sometimes it's just like what everyone out there, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, we are really, really open. So just if you're listening all the time and you like to chat along and maybe laugh sometimes while you're doing your dishes or folding your clothing, then just write something below. What do you challenge us? What do you want us to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah, but exactly. So there's a lot of fun things happening, a lot of growth happening. And I also think it comes to the simple fact that there is I feel it's time. I feel it's time to really swing. I feel it's really time to swing. And at the same time, while I feel it's time to really swing, it's important to not swing on everything. I feel I'm in a very interesting position in my life where I really want to commit to one place. So I'm in the space of, do I want to? I really want to book my next travel, but I also really want to not travel and just stay in one place. Uh,
Mm.
so it's a very interesting space to be in, where like, oh, I really want to like buy land in Cape Verde Island and build like a solar punk paradise ecological village here, which I really believe in, and I would love to live there myself and just raise kids and a family over there. But I'm also just like eager to go on tour and not just live out of a backpack for like 6 months and just like what? Like build this
You just did
company.
that. I just want to say that, like, we just like it was just a few weeks ago since you did that, and I am like so
Feels like a
surprised
decade
that
ago.
you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like you were so like, oh, finally I'm back. And what? That was in like February.
Yeah.
Now we now we're in March and you're like, I'm ready to go on tour again.
It's a lifestyle. I can't.
Ah,
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
yeah.
It
No,
is
but
what
it
it is.
is. It is. And I must say also, I mean, just when you feel excited about life, have you ever thought about like the parallel universes that you could have had? I feel like that I think about that all the time. Like,
I
a
am
part
not.
of me,
Nobody that is listening is surprised, teaser. But please keep going. None of us are like, oh no, really? Do you?
yeah, no, but it's I just feel like okay, this is gonna sound very spiritual, but I just been on like
Because it is.
spiritual,
Because it
hikes
is.
and all of that. So just bear with me. Not only are you yourself and all your experiences, but you're also in your DNA thousands and thousands of other people, right? Choices, behaviors, patterns, lives, what I like, what I don't like. You're carrying ancestral lineage behind you. And some people would also argue that you're carrying maybe several lives within you, right? So you have all these multiple personalities within one person. You are so many different type of men. I am so many different type of women. And a part of me just see this universal parallel thing where you just do that. You do an eco farm and you need to plant, and like that's your whole focus, right? You make solar panels, you drag water left and right. Like, that's a whole full-time thing if you're gonna make that work for you completely off-grid lifestyle. But
Right.
then you also have the other parallel, which is like you want to spread knowledge. And we are here to spread energy and to share energy. And the reasons we are dancers and never train on our own is because we are indeed in love with that energy of sharing it in a club, sharing it on the dance floor. It is one of the most magical things that you can do in this lifetime. And so if you disconnect from that, you're also losing the part where you can get that energy. So I think, and we are also in this age where like, okay, in another parallel universe, you focus on making money and the wealth so that you don't have to work until you're 70. And in another parallel universe, you are building a family and maybe you're not making so much money because you're a very present parent and you are focusing on just giving your children all the attention. Like there's a lot of
A
things that we
lot.
want to do.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Well, so there's a lot of I love it. I love it. I love it. I think there are realities where you can do everything. Like I feel that I am in that space where I am doing everything in one way or another. But then it's just the big commitments, right? And I know that if I want to truly swing on dance specific training as a company, as a movement, just like you're saying, it's like teacher instructors, it's like primal, what do you call it? Primal movement, or tribal. There's primal movement, there's tribal movement, there's fucking animal flow, and it looks very similar for the untrained eye. And then there's dance specific training. Like, why? It should be right there. Why not? I think it should. I think it should. I think we're good enough to do that. I think we are strong enough to do that. I know we have the strength and knowledge to do that. So let's go. If it's not
Yeah.
now, it's never. If it's not now, it's never.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that's the thing with like I know that my family is gonna be raised in a very non-traditional way, so to say. So I'm in no stress. I'm in no stress. It's also important to sometimes like like it's gonna come. I am going to need to commit sooner than later. It does not need to be now.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna be able to have the body that I have of a 33-year-old that is just peak of my physique and energy level and spiritual and leadership skills that I've ever been. So now is the moment to swing and
Now is
let's
the
see what happens.
moment.
Now is the moment.
Yeah, I love that. And I also want to say that once you do decide, to have a family, what I just experienced was like, whoa, to travel with a child is to like re-explore like all the smallest things,
Okay.
it brings back to you don't need much. You don't need to book entertainment. You don't need to go to Disneyland as soon as you have a child, like you can just put them down after an hour hike, and the little girl started to feed ants with oranges bigger than they could ever consume. You know what I mean? Like it's just also that magic of traveling and putting them into our lifestyle and showing them what the beauty of the world.
Yeah.
It's really a blessing, and I will also never raise my children maybe in the traditional sense where everything is like, you know, super, super duper safe and overviewed. No, like there needs to be movement and traveling and all of that because it's a part of us.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a part of them. It's going to be the
Yeah.
best gift we can give them.
you know so if anybody's listening and want to join the dance specific training movement and get healthier, you just shoot us a message, and there is a space for you, I promise you. If you want to book us or maybe create something together, let us know. There's multiple ways of doing it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
If
mean
you want
that's
that specific talks to come to your city or your dance school, like,
you know
tell the owner, tell the organizer, if you're in any type of community that is like maybe organizing events, this should be as such a good extra thing where
yeah
people are not learning another choreo, but actually learning how to last
you know
for real.
you know
Yep.
so exciting times.
Oh, I just want to also throw in one thing. I'm gonna host a dancehall battle on Saturday.
Oh really?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Amsterdam's first dancehall camp. We have like, I
Amsterdam's
think it's
first? What the fuck?
as in pure big several days a dancehall camp, not
Amsterdam
just
never did
one
that shit
day.
before?
I don't think so. At least not
Okay.
in the last seven. They have done events and
Okay.
like days of workshop, but this is like a whole camp. There will be a documentary that has been shot
Oh,
in Jamaica. I'm gonna host a little panel talk after,
what the fuck?
and then on Saturday is gonna be a battle 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2,
What's
and
happening with
then
all the
we're
dancehall
gonna.
things? Why so much Jamaica lately? What's going on?
I don't know. It's just circling back into my life, I guess. I guess it's like it has like a symbolic value to me,
Vibes
It's
Cartel
coming
gets
back.
released, and then here we go.
And here we go. I get booked
Alright.
on the world's first Kizomba event in Jamaica.
Yeah, but that's what I
And
mean.
now I'm gonna host a battle here, and it's a pure dancehall battle, and I haven't seen one in a long time, so this is gonna be
Nice.
super exciting.
Nice.
And I'm gonna get to take classes again. I have my friend, shout out Shervin. Shervin is coming from Sweden. He's gonna stay with me, and we used to take classes together, like champions back in Gothenburg. And we always had a really good vibe. And he's coming down, so I'm also like, I'm loving that we're gonna go in like soldier mode and just go pure dance hall for a weekend.
I love it. That's so nice.
Mm. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's
I
awesome.
might come in with a lot more gun moves next
Hey,
episode we're
let's get
shooting.
it. Let's get it. Is Cartel having any tour in Europe this summer?
He's actually
London, right?
coming to, I think, London, absolutely. I'm not sure about Regisam, the big one in Germany. But definitely London. I saw him on the lineup.
I would pay a lot
And
of money to go and see Cartel live. I'll tell you.
I know, because I'm not sure how long he's gonna last. That jail time did something for his health. So we'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Bad
catch.
man for life. So
That's it. Free world boss. Free world boss.
okay, is it time to
Let me
move
just
that
go.
soul?
Let's time to move that soul. Pitch move that soul while I run and get mine.
Boom. Okay, so we have the world's first card game with questions and movement cards for dancers. And this is a passion project of mine. I believe that all of you is worthy of having very special moments, either with your friends you've known for a long time, with people you've never met. So, like in the beginning of an event or a course or a workshop, or it can be something that you do with, your students to make them be better, feel better, get to connected more. They tagged me in videos from Wow World of Women Kizomba Festival where they played this with their whole festival
Oh, did
as
they?
an intro workshop, and they some of my biggest supporters with this game. I love to see it, and yeah, shout out to Bianca and
Shout out to
PJ
Bianca.
for always supporting. And then you have a movement part, and the movement part is a challenge for your creativity. You pull the move card, and it can say, um, ooh, it can say, for example,
Light
let
as
your
a
back
cloud.
lead,
Let your back.
or pick one move, create variations. And when you picked
Reverse.
one
Be inspired
move,
by an object around you.
exactly. And all these cards can be fit with whatever song. So if I pick a card, Sebastian would have to pick the song. And that is another level. Now, if you want to make this even crazier, I have an extra exercise with the question cards. So this is a new one for you, Sebastian.
Tell me.
So if you take a question card and you're playing it, you're going to ask somebody this. I challenge you to ask the question without using any words. So you can show it or you can dance the question, and the other person needs to see and take whatever you figured out was the question, and then you make a solo out of that to a song that I choose.
Oh.
And that is so interesting because I tried this on my last workshop, and it's so beautiful to then hear what actually the question was versus what the person answered. And then
Mm.
all of it like kind of makes sense. And sometimes you do get the question and sometimes you interpret it completely different, but it becomes a beautiful outcome nevertheless. So
Yeah.
that's an extra version of playing it.
Love it.
Boom.
Love it. Let me pull a card here for you. I'm gonna take an ask card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take an ask card. My goal, my ideal was to just go top from bottom to run over the entire all the 70 cards, but now I have mixed them. So now I'm just gonna drag one
But
random.
we're ever changing, so I can also
Yeah.
take a question that I've already had before.
What could life possibly be trying to teach you right now?
That when you let go of things that you carry, so it can be things you unconsciously are carrying with you in your backpack. If you never dare to look at them and seeing, do I really want them still in my backpack? They are always going to take up space. And what I'm doing right now is that I'm having a spring clean of my backpack, and I am carefully choosing what do I carry
And who?
and who and what did they say that I'm carrying currently. And when I have now started to take out certain heavier objects from that backpack that I was maybe not so much aware of, it's like a flow. It's like a flow of new opportunities and new energy coming into my life. And I'm just very grateful to
Nice.
have come to this point and meeting, the right people are entering my life, the right tools, the right readings, whatever works for you. I would say that life is trying to teach me that when you dare to let go, uh, you create so much space and so much lightness, and you can just step into your flow way easier.
Beautiful.
Okay,
I think a very important
boom.
question to ask yourself is if I didn't have what I have right now, would I still want it?
Say that one more time.
If I didn't have what I have right now, would I still want it? I
If
have
I
this
didn't
I have
have,
this partner of mine. If I didn't have him, would I still want him? I have these
oof,
I have all of these friends and relationships right now. But if I didn't have them, would I still want them? I asked my friend that
wow,
when my friend told me he proposed to his like fiance, no? I went to his office. I told him, I'm like, brother, I feel it's my responsibility as your friend to really question your decision here. And it's not because I don't like your wife or your future wife. I think she is an awesome person. You know, I like her. But as your friend, I feel that it is my duty to question this for you. And I just want to ask you, if you didn't have what you have right now, would you still want it? And he said, absolutely. And then that was basically the end of the conversation.
yeah, but it could have also been nobody feels convenient,
There you go.
you know?
There you go.
That is interesting because I just talked with a friend of mine about nicknames.
Mm.
I have a nickname, right? Like everyone calls me T-zer and have done since I was 15. And we talked about nicknames and the value it holds of like in the dancing scene, all we have so many nicknames. A lot of us don't know what the other one is, the real name is, you know? And so the nickname becomes a part of your brand. But today I got the question, kind of like that, of like, but if somebody would have given that nickname to you today, would you have wanted that nickname today?
Mm.
And
See?
I feel
Same
like
question.
I need to marinate a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Tell me.
Simple, but yet deep.
Ooh.
What makes you feel strong?
I think you asked me this. My answer was family.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna stand
Now
on that
twist
again.
that. Yeah. Do you then feel stronger now when you have more connection with more family than you had before?
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. Absolutely. And when I talk more with my family, when I talk more with them, I'm more connected. I feel more stronger. By the way, my sister is coming to Cape Verde tomorrow. Yeah,
Whoa.
she randomly booked a ticket. It's super fun. And so like yeah, always I always feel more connected with I always feel stronger when I know I'm gonna talk a lot with my family, my brothers, my sister, my father, my grandmother, my mom, whoever. Yeah, absolutely. So I stand on that.
Still stand on that. You want another one? Or
Please.
are you
I
good?
can take another one.
Yeah. Um, okay, so I'm gonna see here. How do you use dance to inspire and uplift others? Since you're not dancing on like maybe an everyday basis.
Yeah, nice. So I gotta separate. I guess I gotta separate like dance and training. So I mean, I use other people's dance to uplift other more often than I use my own dance to uplift others, right? Like I train, I'm one of the few people in the world that have been working for as long as I have with training dancers to get healthier, right? And as a result of me doing that, other dancers continue to spread their joy, right, through the world. So let's say, for example, Alemana or even Madonna or Judith that I've trained, right? Me training them directly impacts their dance and directly makes them be able to dance longer and directly impacts their followers because their followers gets inspired by their dance. And my training is a result of, or their dance is a result of my training, right? Like it's not only because of my training, but yeah, definitely. So I say that is a real way how I inspire others. And then with my own dancing, I really just try to do me. Like I, until now, have traveled multiple rounds around the world with only improvising. I don't do shows like other people. I don't prepare my shows. I literally just choose my song the same day, and that's how my art is created, and I love that process, and I don't want to change it, and I'm not going to change it unless I decide to. And I believe that that's a way of inspiring people because when I do my show, I pour my soul out for the moment. All right.
Yeah.
There is no, there is no, uh, there is just I am feeling this, 100% feeling this right now, and that's the way I express it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I like the honesty of that because you could have also spent that on like, oh, the few actually performances that I do,
Yeah,
inspired. But I
no.
think that that's a very honest,
Yeah.
honest way of saying it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Beautiful.
There.
Beautiful. All right, people, you know what
People.
to do. It
That's
would
it.
help us immensely if you share this podcast with someone you like, someone that also maybe needs to listen to two friends in their headphones, and yeah, get into the dancing talks. We are on Spotify, Apple, we are on YouTube. If you want to look at us while we're talking, we're on YouTube. But really, just like, share, subscribe, comment. It would mean the world to us to hear from you, and we listen to everything you're saying. So have a blessed week until next time.
Much love.
Don't forget to click subscribe, comment below, and give us a rating or review. We have a Facebook page, YouTube page, and we are on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and all the other podcast platforms. We also have an Instagram, so don't forget to tag us in your favorite episode and share it with the world because we read all of it.